Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. The film I'm going to talk about right now is called Unfinished Business. Hey, this is a film that stars Vince Vaughn. This man needs a hit. Dave Franco, he had one last time. Tom Wilkinson, remember his last role, President Johnson? And James Marsden. Well, in this film, here's Dan, played by Vince Vaughn. Well, he walks into his regular job. So his female boss tells him, hey, won't you take a 5% pay cut? But he gets pissed off and said, nah, I think I'm going to quit and start my own company because I can do what you do. But she says, hey, look, we big dogs. You'll just be a little wiener out there. So he did that. So then on his way out, he hollers back to anyone in the company, hey, who want to come with me start a company? So only one person, Tim, played by Tom Wilkinson. He said, I will. And the reason he joined because he was forced to retire because, you know, he's like 67 years old and he's unhappy, you know, with his marriage and things like that too. And then here comes this guy named Mike, played by Dave Franco. He said, yeah, okay, we'll join you. But Mike didn't work for the company. Mike was there for an interview, even though Mike had a box. Well, Mike said, well, I brought the box to show that I'm very confident that I'm going to get this job. I thought that line, that scene was actually very creative and funny. So they work out of Dunkin' Donuts for about a year. And, you know, it comes back to a year later. Next thing you know, they got to go fly out and finally get a deal. They had some other deals, you know, to keep them, you know, getting paychecks. But they need a big deal because Tim, he wants to get a divorce. And Dan, he wants to send his kids to private school because his kids are having problems at home. Then they go to Berlin to finally make the big deal. And that's where all the comedy and things, you know, starts to really come out in this film. Not only that, the other storylines too. You know, for example, they meet Nick Frost's character. He really did a lot in this film to really keep the film going. And also, he really had the comedic essence in this film. The things that he did in this film was very funny. But did he do enough for you to want to spend your $10 to check this film out? Well, like I say, Unfinished Business, I feel is just a little bit unfinished. Had a lot of morality tales and a lot of, you know, stories about getting old, having a family, traveling, working. Don't know where I fit in life. Am I sexy enough? Things like that. Had a lot of these little signs to talk about in the film. But again, was this enough to keep your attention? Yes, it was enough to keep your attention, but it wasn't funny enough. It wasn't the type of riff-roaring comedy that you expect. It was very subtle. It really was. There was some bust-out laughing, but I really enjoyed this script. It was a little different, and it really showed what you really have to do in the business world, especially when you're on your own, the chances you have to take, but the people that you meet, and the travel and family and divorce, not being loved, where your place at, things like that in this film. It was finished for me. They gave me what they gave me. I was entertained, not thoroughly entertained, but I was entertained. This is above average film, Unfinished Business. So I'm giving this 2.5 palm trees or 2.5 stars if you don't understand what my palm trees are. Out of 4. Like I said, it's above average. Unfinished Business. Well, they did finish this, but was it enough?
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. Yeticket.com. We are your